Preview of NBA 2K22. We are so excited for the game to release, and I know you are so excited as well. Thanks.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Green. Zeller is out there with Randall. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Dinwiddie in at the two-guard spot. And for the Jazz, Ben Simmons is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Horford. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. So the wing on the left. Morant against Simmons. Shot clock at 6. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Green's got the first basket of the game for the Nets.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2, and with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
They get it again. Zeller. Yep, that one goes in there.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Utah. It's a three-point game.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
To the paint. And there's Randall on the assist by Dinwiddie.
I wonder if Randall even felt that contact, so strong in the upper body.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Horford. He had a 15-point outing in their last game again.
And he did great work on the defensive end, too, with 3 steals on the night.
Morant against Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep. Randall grabs the board. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to Dinwiddie. That one good for 2. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Simmons. That's tipped. It's stolen by Randall. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Still looking for improvement from the line. Randall could pick up a couple extra points a game if he did.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Horford finds Schroeder. Looking to end the run. First shot, first pass. He's out of the blocks fast.
And for Dennis Schroeder, that's a shot the defense will give him because of his ability to blow by people.
Schroeder against Dinwiddie. Randall outside. They double him with Horford. Shoots. And again, it's the Nets missing.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Here's Randall, and it's blocked by Simmons. In transition, here come the Jazz. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
And so he makes both from the line.
And the effort level of Gilgeous Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team.
Morant with it. Here's Randall. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. A good close contest so far. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Jazz. Horford is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Gilgeous Alexander in at the point. Here's Dinwiddie. Rebound, Utah.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And this is Gilgeous Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Here's Dinwiddie after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. And the dunk by Zeller.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Jazz trail by 3. Schroeder outside. Pass to Gay. Jazz passing it around. Inside. Outside for Gilgeous Alexander. 5 to shoot. Got it from 16 feet. Gilgeous Alexander's got 6. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince Storm that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. The Jazz shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
So Horford gets 2.
And being a second-generation NBA talent, Horford knows how to stay successful in this league. You see how he's evolved his game to keep up with the times.
Now here's Morant. Coming off a solid outing against Indiana. Count it, good. Dinwiddie's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Schroeder kicks to Gilgeous Alexander. Outside, Horford. There's the pass to Schroeder. Puts it up from 17. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Schroeder's got the lead up to 4 now for Utah.
Hard enough to stay attached to Schroeder one-on-one. Coming off screens, forget about it.
Here's Dinwiddie. Gilgeous Alexander pulls it in.
You know, he really just tried to do a little too much there. He shouldn't be afraid to kick that one back out.
Schroeder dishes to Horford. Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
Morant against Simmons. Now here's Morant. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
The creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Gay outside. Passes it to Gilgeous Alexander. Lets a floater go. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
And here's Randall. Over Simmons. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They kept at it on both ends of the floor. That's all for now. Say good.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nets trail by 6. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Julius Randle is out there with Zeller. Then it's Morant. Then it's Green. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
The sheer power on full display. Julius Randle can get hit and still finish plays.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Here's Simmons. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dinwiddie over to help. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And Utah again with the bucket.
Using that size in the mid-range, Shea can get this shot anytime he wants.
A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
So it's Utah now. After the basket by Brooklyn, Schroeder outside. Gilgeous-Alexander against Morant. It's deflected.
Not a traditional rim protector. Randle gets by on effort and instinct.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. Jazz leading by 3. Simmons passes to Schroeder. Horford trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Schroeder's got 8. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Morant kicks to Green. Back to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
A tight game here in Utah. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Gay outside. Knocked away. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And it's all evened up. He's got 8.
Fast break execution. Danny Green knows where he's supposed to be and seals the deal.
Pass to Horford. Morant against Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Schroeder with the drive. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. And it's Zeller atop the key. To the middle, here's Dinwiddie. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
For Brooklyn, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Horford. Schroeder outside. He dishes it to Gay. Back to Schroeder. Horford trying to free himself up. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist from Gay. Schroeder's got 6 points in the quarter.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Here's Randle. Lays it up off the glass.
That's the right play call. Randle's a tough matchup inside. Strong, crafty, nasty.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Horford. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. 41 seconds left to play in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander against Morant. Outside, Green. Back to Morant. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Schroeder finds Simmons, and the shot goes down. Simmons got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Randall against Simmons. Here's Randall. Over Simmons. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Rudy Gay is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Horford. And it's Schroeder in at the 2. That's the group right now for Utah. Gay, count it, and he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It goes on Cody Zeller.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Smitty, with Rudy Gay, the longtime NBA veteran, Father Time might have taken away what he once was, but boy, he still finds ways to contribute.
He does, G.A. Rudy Gay isn't the same scorer that he once was. But what I love about it, he's actually playing the power forward position more later in his career. He can still fill up the box score and also add a lot of rebounding. His passing has been underrated for a few seasons as well.
Offensive rebound, Nets. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. And so Horford will bring it up for the Jazz. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one drops.
Impressive night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, scoring and doing it in a variety of ways.
Morant surveying the D. Dinwiddie against Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound.
So much of rebound is about positioning, effort, no lack of it right there.
Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now here's Morant. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Drawing contact inside. Dennis Schroeder using his reach and quickness to compensate for his height disadvantage.
That's good from Schroeder. Schroeder hits them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Nets trail by 4. .158 left here in the fourth quarter. Randall down low, guarded by Horford. There's Green with the 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
See, that's money. Important point in this game. Danny Green takes it upon himself.
Schroeder against Dinwiddie. And it's Schroeder missing.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Randall kicks to Green. The offensive rebound. And the pass to Dinwiddie. Tries again. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He hits the first one, and that ties the game up. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Outside, Simmons. Passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Gay. Right between the eyes.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Timeout called, the Nets. They trail by 2. There's 53 seconds left in the game. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of it.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
Green with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Here's Dinwiddie. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
What a beautiful look. Randall continues to round out his game in the prime of his career.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Two-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're down by 5. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
And on the defensive end, they'll have to foul whomever gets the ball. No time left to be picky.
Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
Randall no good, and he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
And so it's Utah with the win. It was a fantastic. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Now.